So I wanted to ask first off, what was it about the character or the script that really kind of pulled you in to want to be involved with this?
I think he's representative of, you know, of like real people who might be involved, you know, in some business where they have some, you know, moral questions about maybe what it is they do or the effects of what it is they do, but just keep doing it because they've got mortgage to pay, kids to feed, and, you know, do corporations run the individuals or do the individuals run the corporations? That's kind of the issue of the book, I think, in some way that Eric wrote, and I think the movie taps into a little bit of that. And doesn't hit you over the head with a sledgehammer. It just kind of tells this story of these different people whose lives intersect all about one particular industry that's a huge industry in our culture.
That's wonderful. Yeah, you like that? That's the barbecue big one.
Wow. Tastes like it's right off the grill.
You don't think it needs like liquid smoke or any other kind of flavorings?
No. No. I think it's perfect. Let's test that.
Okay. Try this one.
When did it come up that you guys were going to make a film together, and how did you choose the genre? Because I think a lot of people are kind of expecting this to be a documentary of some sort, or maybe even a little comedy in there, but you know,
yeah,
an actually scripted film. It was quite a surprise.
The logical choice would be a documentary, probably. I read the book and it never crossed my mind it would be a movie. You know, until I started talking to Eric, and he suggested being kind of setting the book aside and making it this fictional portrayal of these characters in this town and these workers and their lives. And that's when I came aboard. I really liked that idea.
Why the decision on that? I mean, when you were writing the book, did you ever think like about even doing a film?
I tried to write something that kind of expressed what I'd learned and what I was feeling about this world. And I had no idea what would happen as a result, but I just felt like this is my chance to put on paper, you know, what I know and what I care about. So in meeting with Rick, you know, we talked about it and we thought about it, but it took a couple of years after that before we really decided to do it. And it's not a predictable choice. I think it's really bold of Rick to put it in this direction, but at the same time, I think it's completely valid. I don't think there's any one way to look at a subject. I looked at it as an investigative reporter. He's looking at it as a dramatist, and it's just different ways to get at the same sort of truth.
¿Qué pasa?
Raul tested positive for methamphetamine.
Dice que las pruebas de sangre confirmaron que Raúl consumía anfetamina. ¿Anfetamina?
It's an illegal drug. It appears he was using drugs on the job.
Es una droga ilícita.
And this could have caused the accident.
Parece que Raúl consumía drogas en el trabajo.
No les creo.
She says she doesn't believe you.
These different people whose lives intersect all about one particular industry that's a huge industry in our culture.
Oh yeah, I mean, can't imagine life without fast food restaurants.
Can't do it. Yeah, just
not
imagine.
In America.
Blink and there's no fast food. Imagine that. It's almost impossible. And listen, not all fast food is bad. I don't think that's the message of either the book or the movie. But to think about the ramifications of how that 69-cent meat patty that smells so good is pulled out of that wax paper and handed to you 60 seconds after you walk up to the counter is worth considering the ramifications of it and maybe some of the stuff that goes behind it. So.
They got a hold of a couple of big ones. The frozen patties, don't ask me how. And the fecal coliform counts were just off the charts. I'm concerned that this could be a problem for us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not exactly.
I'm saying there's in the meat.
Well, the film's trying to get at the truth behind it. I mean, that's what we're trying to reveal, a world that's been kept very purposefully hidden, you know, and to be able to show the truth through our characters' eyes, you know. Hopefully you're invested enough emotionally. By the end of the movie, you can see and feel it from her viewpoint. It's not just some graphic images for no reason. It's what she does now for a living and has to do. So it's such a reality. I mean, it happens billions of times a year. Animals are raised for our consumption. It's just, if you can get the truth out on the table, and like that is the truth behind it. We all have to deal with it, but we've we're disconnected from it, just the same way we're disconnected from images of flag-draped coffins coming back from Iraq and the parents, you know, seeing those. And, you know,
it's hard to sell a war that way.
You're not, but if we can be willfully ignorant of it and not have a human connection to it, then things can keep going the way they are.